Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Hawkeye Volleyball. Tonight, Iowa takes on the Wisconsin Badgers up in Madison. Big task for the Hawkeyes as Wisconsin comes in ranked number 4 on the season. Their only loss being a tough one to Maryland. And last week, Wisconsin actually swept all of the awards, defensive player, offensive player, and newcomer of the year or of the week. So big task for the Hawks, but they'll be up for it here. Hawks fell on earlier in the week, I guess it was. They fell to, or I guess last weekend now, fell to Michigan and Michigan State on Saturday night and Friday night respectively. So Hawks will look to get back on track. 2-12 on the season. Wisconsin is 11-1. And the Badgers are tough in their field house. So we'll get after it here in just a second. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back with Hawkeye Volleyball. What? Welcome back, everyone. We'll get first serve here in just a few minutes. Hawk attack as usual. Courtney Bizzario still the Hawks' leading hitter at 4.42 kills per set. Addie Vanderweide is kicked in now at 2.56. She's really become an improving offensive threat to go along with a stellar back row contributor. She also has 2.58 digs per set. So getting good contribution on both sides there for the freshman. Hawks running the 5-2 now with Bailey Ortega running one side of the rotation and Jenna Split running the second. So getting both setters some good action. And they're kind of getting their feet wet on that as they get just the timing down. It's a little bit different action there as far as who gets the ball and when it comes. And they both deliver it just a little bit differently. So takes some work there to get it going, but they're doing a nice job on that end of it. And then the Hawks in the back row, Maddie Slagle, the libero, at 3.32 digs per set, doing a nice job of leading from the back row, calling out the defensive assignments and keeping the Hawks in line from there. So starters tonight, Bailey Ortega, Courtney Bizzario, Addie Vanderweide, Maya Jones, Hannah Clayton, and Kendra Hansen. Again, Maddie Slagle will be the libero. As the Hawks look to break into the win column in the Big Ten this year. Looks like we're getting close here to tossing the ball up and going first serve. So for Wisconsin, we've got Sydney Hilly, Julia Orzol, Grace Loberg, Devin Robinson, Dana Retke, and Lauren Jardine, and Lauren Barnes is their libero. And it looks like we'll have Lauren Barnes will start off with the serve. She fires it over. Lunging play, Ortega pushes it outside. It's tipped from Hansen. Wisconsin gets it up in the air but can't get it back over the net, so give the kill to Hansen, and that's a kill for the Hawks. On top 1-0 here in the early going. Vanderweide will go back to the service line for the Hawks. Hawks in black. Maddie Slagle's in the white libero jersey. Vanderweide comes forward and fires. Goes across, good pass. Middle attack coming from Wisconsin, and that'll go for a kill. That was Retke. She'll be a force to deal with. She averages 3.67 kills per set, so the Hawks will have their hands full. If Wisconsin passes the ball well, the middles will get a lot of attack swings. Wisconsin goes back, fires it over. Bad hands by Bizzario. Vanderwide gets it over. Buzz gets a swing and gets a kill off the net. Good down ball kill from Courtney. Wasn't her greatest serve receive ever, but Vanderwide gave her a good ball back, and that's the beauty of being 6'5" on the down ball swing, is she's able to put it to the floor, and Iowa leads 2-1. Jones floats it over. Another good pass from Wisconsin. Back row attack this time. Tips it over into the hole, and that'll go for a kill. 2-2 now on the Orzal kill. She just put that in the perfect place in front of a diving Ortega. Tough pass from the Hawks. Slide attack goes wide up from Kendra Hansen. Kendra was on the right side that time. 3-2 Wisconsin with their first lead of the night. Wisconsin to serve again, fires it over. Hansen uses hands off the net. Ortega chases it down. Bizzario again off the net. Diving play by Barnes. Slide from Recchi, blocked. Hey, Hawks get it. Bizzario and Clayton get the block. Big play there. We're tied at 3. Iowa back to serve now. This will be split. Jenna checked in. Big high toss. Fires it over. Good pass again. Right side slide again. Dug up. Swing from Bizzario. She's dug again. Set out to the outside. Big swing. Maddie gets it up in the air but can't handle it. That'll go for a kill there. As that was Orzal again. Give her another kill. Good solid swing. Just good and sharp cross court. Maddie was there. Couldn't quite handle it though. 4-3 Wisconsin on top. Fires it over. Courtney, good pass. Split. Back row from Vanderwide. She's dug up. Wisconsin goes on the slide. That's Robinson. Slagle pushes it close to the net. Was tipped over but wide from Clayton. Hitting air makes it 5-3 Wisconsin. McDonald back to the service line for Wisconsin. She fires it. Slagle. Good pass to Split. Split, middle attack. Jones, that's Toyosi. Anabanjo goes up with her left hand and gets the kill. 5-4 now. Hawks trail by 1. Bizzario goes out. Hinkle comes in. She'll serve. Good swing there from Toyosi. Mari fires it over. Good pass. Middle attack. Tip. Dug by Split. Hawks have to just tip it over. Slagle makes Robinson play it. Hilly goes up and just dunks it over. Good solid play by her as the ball was tight into the net. She just went up and kind of backhanded it over the top and scored. Give her the easy kill. Vanderwide was in position, just didn't aggressively jump, didn't really commit to the block. 6-4 Wisconsin. Fires it over. Slagle to Split. Behind her to Clayton. Clayton on the slide goes long. No touch called. 7-4 Wisconsin. Good swing, good attack. Just didn't quite snap it down a little bit. And got it to sail a little bit on her. Hilly to serve again. 7-4 Wisconsin on top. Hinkle outside of Vanderwide, who tools off the block and scores. Wisconsin was looking for an antenna call, didn't get it. Seven 5 Wisconsin on top. Slagle to serve. Good pass again. Right side, big swing off the, no, not off the block, just goes long and scores. 7-6, Hawks within 1. Hitting air from Orzal that time from the right side. Slagle goes at her opposite number. Middle attack from Robinson, hammers it home. Hawks get it up in the air, but the double contact called on Toyosi is just about, Devin Robinson just about put a hole in Hinkle. I saw a lot of Devin Robinson play when she was growing up. Big swing. Hawks get it back in play. Robinson again, blocked this time. Wisconsin will get another swing, rolls it over, and that rolls long. 8-7, Hawks crawl back. Coach Sheffield has a question. Looked like Devin Robinson went up and made contact with when the Hawks back row setter was there. I'm sure he's wondering why that wasn't a back row attack for the Hawks. Ortega checks back in. She'll serve. 8-7, Hawks trail. And Bailey goes wide. Service errors really caused the Hawks a lot of trouble Saturday night. Just seemed to kind of get into their heads a little bit and struggled with the serving. So we'll see if that becomes a bigger problem. Ortega bumps it all the way across. Swing from Hansen dug up. Big swing from Wisconsin. Again, Hinkle clobbered again. Goes into the crowd there, and that's 9-7 Wisconsin. Like a kill from Loberg as she just put the hammer down. Hinkle's going to need hazard pay here. Bad pass from the Hawks. They have to free ball it over. In system. Right side attack off the block and in. 10-7 Wisconsin. That was Jardine. Sorry, 11-7 Wisconsin. Good job by Wisconsin spreading the ball around, getting kills from a lot of different players at this point. Serve goes long, though. Hawks back within 11-8. Vanderwide, good serve. Pushed outside Jardine, good tip. Right side from the Hawks, tipped it over, easily dug up. Hilly, right side now. Hawks can't get the dig, give the kill again to Jardine. 12-8 now. Hawks hanging around. That ball found the seam between Vanderwide and Ortega. Wisconsin fires it. Bad pass. That's going to go as an ace. Vanderwide couldn't handle the serve. 13-8 now. Wisconsin starting to stretch out the lead. Ashburn to serve again. Comes forward and fires. Vanderwide much better this time. Ortega middle attack. Jones tips. She's dug up though. Hilly outside. One-handed dig. It's back to the Wisconsin side. They run it outside again. Slagle. Jones gets a hand on it. Ortega, good tip. Wisconsin in system. Slide from Recke. Blocked. Tipped back over. Dug by Slagle. Ortega outside of Zerio. Gets the kill off the block. Hawks were in trouble the whole point there, but found a way to just scramble around and get the point. 13-9. Slagle goes out. That'll send Jones to the service line. She floats it over. Diving play. Pushes it outside. Big swing. Blocked. Wisconsin, great play. Tipped over. Bad handle by Clayton. Ortega, back row attack Vanderwide. Oh, smart play again from, goes long. Hilly with a great play. She tipped it long. Thought she tipped it off the block. Did not. Hawks backed within 3, 13-10. Service error from the Hawks makes it 14-10. Maya Jones hit it in the net. Again, couple service errors there for the Hawks. Really need to clean that side up. Name will sound familiar. Jocelyn Boyer back to the service line for Wisconsin. She fires it over. Hansen takes hands. Ortega outside of Zerio. Big swing goes down the line for the kill as she goes right through Ashburn. 14-11, Hawks back to within 3, just hanging around. Good quick set there that time from Ortega, got it out with good tempo. Wisconsin block wasn't able to close up. Split to serve, left-hander, big jump serve. Floats it up, fires. Good pass from Wisconsin. Tips it over. Clayton bumps it just right back. Big swing again. Dug up this time by Ortega. Slagle chases it down. Back row swing. Dug up. Wisconsin in system. Pushes it outside. Blocked, but stays in the net. Hawks are going to get a swing at this. Toyosi gets a good tip. Dug up. Pushes it back to the outside again. Gets the kill. Went off the block into the antenna. Give the kill to Orzal again. That'll bring us, we're on Big Ten Network, so that'll bring us to the media timeout. We'll go ahead and take a break as well. Wisconsin leads set 1, 15-11. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball on Learfield. Welcome back. Iowa Volleyball is brought to you by the University of Iowa Sports Medicine, offering sports injury prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation to athletes of all ages and skill levels. University of Iowa Sports Medicine, team physician of your Iowa Hawks. Good early fight from the Hawks. It's 15-11 Wisconsin in the first set. Iowa hitting just 150 in set 1, but they are holding Wisconsin to 231, so making Wisconsin work to get the points. Wisconsin has 9 kills. Iowa has 6, each team with 3 hitting errors. As the Hawks will look to see if they can put a little run together here and continue to battle through the set. Courtney Rosario with 3 kills. Tied for a match high with Julia Orzal from Wisconsin. Both with 3 kills. Julia's hitting in the 250 area. Iowa's made her work a little bit to score. 15-11, Hawks trail set 1. Here comes the serve. Handled by Vanderweide with hands. Ortega on the slide to Clayton. She's dug up. Hilly chases it down, pushes it all the way to the outside. Big tip from Wisconsin. One-handed dig from Ortega. Toyosi hits it over to Bizzario, who goes off the block. Devin Robinson couldn't find it. Fell right in front of her, and the Hawks score. 15-12 now. Sneaking a little closer. Bizzario goes out. Hinkle checks in. See if the Hawks can make a little push here. A couple changes for Wisconsin as well. Hinkle goes over. Pass is tight. Hilly pushes it. Good sharp swing, though, from Wisconsin. Give that kill to Orzal again. Ran her in a little different spot that time. Instead of sending her all the way out to the pin, they kept her inside. And she did a good job of finding the corner right in front of the line judge. Wisconsin to serve again, 16-12. Tough play from Hinkle. Split to Vanderweide. Has to tip it over. She's dug up. Robinson middle attack goes off Hinkle and scores. 17-12 Wisconsin on top. At least that time they didn't catch Mari flush in the middle of her body. That one kind of caught her off to the side, but good quick timing play. Devin really didn't have any transition, but just put it back down. Wisconsin serves. Hinkle bad pass. Free ball over to Wisconsin. Robinson again. Dug up by Slagle. Split. Pushes it out to Vanderweide. She's blocked but goes out of bounds. Hawks score. 17-13. Jones checks back in. That'll send Clayton to the bench, and that'll bring Slagle to the service line. Maddie runs it forward and fires. Passes off the net. Chased over. Big swing. Good diving play by Hinkle. Split chases it into the Hawk bench, though. Can't bring it back, and it's 18-13 Wisconsin. Big swing there from Jardine. Be interesting. Wisconsin seems to be going cross to the far corner. We'll see if Iowa makes any blocking adjustments to try to pull it in. Jump serve coming from Wisconsin in the net. That was Orzal right into the net, so 18-14 now. Hawks are right on the edge. Just feel like if they could find a couple point run here, put some pressure on, just see what happens. Ortega to serve for the Hawks. 18-14. Floats it over. Bad pass way off the net. Has to use platform. Goes out. Roll a shot. Hinkle. Ortega. Jones. Oh, Wisconsin almost got it up in the air, but couldn't quite get it done. And the Hawks have got it back to 18-15. Big swing from Amaya there. They were able to take a good middle attack. Block was late, and she's just split the middle. Ortega again. Overpass. Jones right back onto Wisconsin side. 18-16. Hawks within 2. Jones with back-to-back kills. Amaya took the overpass and made no mistake there. And the first called timeout goes to Wisconsin. The Hawks force a Wisconsin timeout. Back to within 2. Hawks trail 18-16 in the first set. We'll take a break. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. 18-16. Wisconsin leads set 1. Good battle from the Hawks. You're seeing flying around, a lot of hustle. There was a little bit with Michigan State match on Friday night. Both teams came out flat, just really a step slow. Hawks have rebounded nicely from that. Ortega serves. Wisconsin right side swing off the block. Hinkle gets it up in the air. Ortega over to Vanderwide. Rolls it over. She's blocked but dug up. Robinson slow to get up for the Badgers. Vanderwide with the dig. Oh, Jones tried to go over in 2 and ended up pushing it in the net. It was a smart play. Just didn't quite work out for her. 19-16 now. Wisconsin leads on the hitting error. Barnes back to serve for the Badgers. She goes at Slagle. Slagle to Ortega. Behind her to Jones on the slide. Off the block and scores. 19-17. Very nice first set for Amaya. Well-timed slide. Just hit it off the Loberg block. Vanderwide to serve. Goes over. Passes off the net. Chase down. Outside swing. Goes off the block and over Slagle. 2017 Wisconsin. Give that kill to Loberg as well. Hawk block was there. She just hit it off high hands. Sent it flying over the end line. Hawks need a side out. Instead, they'll call timeout. We'll take the timeout as well. Hawks trail set 1, 20-17 here in the Wisconsin Fieldhouse. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawks in a battle here in the first set. Trail Wisconsin 20-17. Really done a nice job spreading the offense around. And again, the grittiness and toughness that maybe they didn't have all that they wanted last weekend. They've really kind of found a way to battle back and get after it this weekend. And that's what it'll take for them to not only pull an upset, but just to maintain competitiveness in this environment. So it's great to see so far. Vanderwide, good pass to Ortega. Right side to Hansen, off the block. Hawks cover. Ortega pushes it all the way out to Bizzario. It's tight. She uses the left hand. Retke digs it up. Wisconsin gets a swing. Blocked, though. They give that to Hansen and Jones as they block Loberg. Great block there. Pulls the Hawks within 2, 20-18. That was a whole lot of Hansen there. She did a great job on that block. Jones to serve. Solid pass, but it's a little tight. One-handed over. Jones gets the dig. Ortega to Bizzario. Chops it off the block and scores. Hawks within 1, 20-19. And that will force another Wisconsin timeout. Hawks now only down 1 here in the first set, 20-19. Oh, that ball was way out, but it was played by the back row player, and the Hawks are within 1. Timeout, Wisconsin. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawks trail Wisconsin 20-18. Courtney Bizzario leading the charge. She has 5 kills on 8 swings. I know in talking to Court after the match on Friday night, she was disappointed with her play and vowed to kind of come back. I just had to kind of remind her that even a first-team Big Ten player is entitled to have a slow night. So good to see her back on the charge here. Hawks within 1 now. Amaya to serve. Jones fires it over. Good pass, Hilly. Right side slide, Retke. Dug up. Clayton tips it over. Back outside, big swing. Finds the corner. I think that was Loberg again. Give her the kill. Wisconsin back up by 2 now, 21-19. Found that far corner between Jones and Vanderwide. Loberg to serve. Floats it over. Slagle. Good pass to Ortega. Right side to Hansen off the block. Hawks can't cover. Hitting error makes it 22-19 now, and the Hawks are in a little bit of trouble. See if Coach Brown uses her second timeout here. Hansen thought she had a seam. Retke closed it up on her. And Iowa will go ahead and call timeout. 22-19, Wisconsin leads set 1. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hey, Hawk fans, get a taste of game day at your home by stopping by Molly's Cupcakes and picking up your favorite cookie or Rice Krispie treat to satisfy your sweet tooth craving. Molly's Cupcakes, located off Clinton Street in the heart of downtown Iowa City. Hawks trail set 1, 22-19. See if they can mount a charge here. Loberg at the service line, goes over at Slagle. Good pass to Ortega, outside to Bizzario. Dug up by Wisconsin, goes back outside, tips it over, tips it out of bounds though, as that was Orzol, tipped it out. 22-20. Hawks benefit from the air. Hawks running a little tight on substitutions. We'll keep the lineup the same here. That'll send Kendra Hansen to the service line. She knocks it over. Good pass out to Orzol. Finds the seam, 23-20. Orzol won't make the mistake twice, as she didn't go soft that time and pounded it home. Block was late there. She split the seam between Ortega and Clayton. 5 kills for Orzol. Off the tape. Ortega off the block, and Clayton gets blocked on the slide, and Wisconsin has set point. That was Robinson and Orzol on the block on Clayton. And mostly Orzol, as Robinson was a little late coming and Clayton just tried to go straight down the line. Wisconsin fires it into the net. First set point avoided. 24-21. Bizzario will stay in and she'll serve. See what Court's got up her sleeve. 24-21, Wisconsin on top. She fires it over. Good pass. Goes outside to Orzol off the block. Hawks get a play. Bizzario just free balls it over. Hilly's tight. Pushes it back out to Orzol again. She gets it this time. The Orzol kill, her 6th of the set, gives Wisconsin set 1, 25-21. That'll give Wisconsin a 1-0 lead, and we'll take an extended break. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawks drop set one to the Badgers, 25-21. Well played first set. Wisconsin hit 262 in the first set. Hawks held to 194. 16 kills for Wisconsin, 13 for the Hawks. Hawks had no aces, 2 service errors, so cleaned up the serves a little bit. Wisconsin did have 1 ace, but 3 service errors. 2 blocks for Wisconsin, 3 for the Hawks. Hawks had 2 for each. Hawks had 18 digs to 16 for Wisconsin. So really a well-played set for the Hawks. They're in a hostile environment against a top-ranked team in the country. So showed good effort. They'll need more of that to find a way to push through and see if they can steal a set and maybe even a little bit more here as we go along. Let's see, we'll have Hawks to serve to start set 2. As we've got Ortega back at the service line. She runs it forward and fires. Ball's tight. Hilly pushes it behind her on the right side. Hawks block it though. Give that block to Vanderwide and Jones. And the Hawks on top 1-0. Good start there. 1-0 Hawks on top. Ortega to fire again. Goes over. Passes tight. Hilly again. Right side again. Blocked again. Hawks are 2 for 2 on the blocks as both times they've gotten Jardine. And it's 2-0 Hawks. That was all Addie Vanderwide as Maya Jones didn't get over, but Addie was well good enough. Ortega again, this time to the right side. Ortega pushes it out to Vanderwide as the Hawks get it. Dug up. Hilly pushes it back out to the outside again. That one goes through the block. I think that was Loberg as she powered it through. 2-1 Iowa on top. Loberg had a good first swing. That one she hit right through Hansen's hands. Just didn't close her block up. Wisconsin with the serve. Tough pass. Hansen's blocked, and that goes out of bounds on the Hawkeye side. Off of a diving, I think that was hard to tell. Looked like it was Hinkle. So we're tied at 2 now. Wisconsin fires it over. Vanderwide. Platform. Hansen gets the swing off the block. No, not off the block. Just hit it out. Back-to-back hitting errors for Hansen. 3-2 now Wisconsin. Hawks need to stop the run here. Vanderwide, tough pass to Ortega. Jones with the middle attack. And she goes out. 4-2 Wisconsin. So far, I think it's 6 points. We've had 1 kill and 5 hitting errors. So we'll see if this gets cleaned up. Slagle to Ortega. Goes through the block and scores. So give Jones a kill. So that finally stops the error parade. 4-3. Wisconsin on top. Vanderwide knocks it over. Slide to Retke. She goes through the block and scores. 5-3 Wisconsin. When you're that tall and that strong, a lot of times, even if everybody knows it's coming, you're hard to stop. Well-timed play, though, as Retke went right over Bizzario. Wisconsin fires it over. Diving play by Vanderwide. Can't get it. She knocks it into the scorer's table. Ace serve Wisconsin, 6-3. Give that ace to Jocelyn Boyer. I'd say she aced a former teammate, but she never played with Addie, so that's not the case. She goes right at Addie again, though. Better pass to Ortega, has to platform it. Hansen tips. Blocked back on the Hawks side. Hawks are going to get it tipped over. Actually get a swing at it. Good swing from Vanderwide. Orzal hammers it home. Off the back row, 7-3, Wisconsin on top and starting to flex a little muscle here. That was a good ball by Hilly out to Orzal, and she just made no mistake. Vanderwide, bad pass. Ortega, diving play. Slagle gets it over. Wisconsin will run system. Orzal goes long. Hawks catch a break there. Hitting air from Orzal. 7-4 now. Hawks trail. She gets a lot of swings. Jones floats it over. Good pass though. Hilly slide to Redke. Hawks get it up in the air. Hanson tips. Good play. Wisconsin's going to get another swing. Orzal. Oh, what a play there. Hits a high roll shot over the top. Finds it just inside the back line. 8-4 Wisconsin. Hanson with a smart play on her tip. Tried to trick the libero as the libero was cheating in. She fires it over. Hanson, good pass to Ortega. Outside. Big swing from the Hawks. That ball's up in the air though. Played over. Slagle. Ortega back out to Bizzario again. Oh man. That's what the great teams do there. Make you take that one extra swing and then you knock it out over the inline. Wisconsin was never in position to win that point until Bizzario knocked it over the inline. Wisconsin leads set 2, 9-4, and the Hawks will call timeout. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. I'm John Evans. Hey Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home to Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. That was Courtney Bizzario's first hitting error. She has 5 kills on the night. Maya Jones has 4. Addie Vanderwide has a handful as well. So the Hawks are getting good distribution on the offense. And one of the things early in the season where they had a little bit of trouble was that Courtney was the majority of the offense, and so teams really knew kind of where to sit. Now they've been able to spread it around a little bit more, getting good, consistent contributions from a number of different players. Barnes back to serve for Wisconsin. They lead 9-4 here in set 2. She goes over at Vanderwide. Tough pass. Ortega outside to Bizzario. Bizzario off the block. She's dug up. Hilly pushes it out to Orzal. Orzal rolls it over. Dug by Slagle. Ortega pushes it back out, or the back row swing. Touch called as Vanderwide hit it off the block from the back row, and it's 9-5 now. Ortega goes out. Anabanjo comes in. That'll bring Split to the back row. She'll serve. Jenna with the big toss. Goes right in the center of the net. 10-5 now. Wisconsin on top. Hilly back to serve for Wisconsin. Hawks need to make a little run here. Can't let it get too far away. And she goes wide. Break for the Hawks there. Teams trade service errors. 10-6 now. Wisconsin on top. They lead the match 1-0. Hinkle checks in for Bizzario. Mari will serve. Mari pulls it back, fires. Passes off the net. Hilly platforms it over. Swing goes long. Hawks score. 10-7. Looked like a hitting error from, I think that was Jardine that went long. Hinkle will serve again for the Hawks. Picks it up and fires. Goes right down the line. Good pass this time. Middle attack from Robinson. Blocked but stays on the Hawks side. Give Devin the kill. 11-7 now. Wisconsin on top. Devin found a seam there in the Clayton Vanderwide block. Big high jump serve from Morzal. Slagle, good play. Split, middle attack from Toyosi. Good swing, and she scores. Anna Banjo, ball was behind her. Tough set. She found a way to get it down onto the floor. 11-8 now. That was good play all the way around for the Hawks. Diving play on the serve from Slagle. Slagle now serves. Outside. Hawks get it up in the air. Slagle. Split. Pushes it out. Vanderwide, though, has to just platform it over. She platforms it wide. Tough mistake from the freshman there. Got to get that ball into the court. Wisconsin back up by 4 now. 12-8. McDonald will go back to the service line for Wisconsin. She comes up and fires. Hinkle, split, outside to Vanderwide, dug up, ball's tight. Not sure what happened there. I'll call the lift on the second contact, so hitter stopped and it confused me a little bit. 12-9, Hawks back to within 3 on the Retke ball handling error. Ortega to the service line for the Hawks. See if they can get a little closer here. Got a little delay at the scorer's table. We're back and ready to go. Bailey spins it, runs it forward. Right down the line. Good pass, middle attack, Retke off the block. Slagle gets it. Ortega to Jones, tips it over the block. Retke tips it over, uses Ortega. Hinkle back sets, Vanderwide off the block, and off the antenna, Hawks score on the Vanderwide kill, 12-10. Again, the effort level is so much different than it was last weekend. Hawks doing a great job. See if they can keep it up here. Ortega comes forward and fires long. Couple service errors for her tonight, 13-10, Wisconsin in the lead. Couple low dribbles. Wisconsin fires. Vanderwide passes off the net. Ortega gives it to her. Vanderwide right down the line from the right side. Beautiful swing. Again, so impressed with the variety of shots she has with tooling the blocks, the tips, the back rows, left side, right side. See what she can do from the service line now. She fires. Bad pass. Platform back outside. Loberg. Dug by Vanderwide. Ortega. Back row roll shot. Ooh, into the net from the freshman though. Sung her praises hard, and a reverse announcer jinx there on her. So 14-11, Wisconsin leads. Change coming for Wisconsin. Boyer will serve. She runs it forward and fires. Bizzario goes back to Jones. Tipped over from Wisconsin. Up, tough pass. Hawks get it over. Back row setter, though, called this. Hawks kind of mishandled the ball, put it tight to the net when Ortega tried to go up with one hand and keep it on the Hawks side. She was contested by Retke, and that made her a back row setter. So 15-11 now, Wisconsin in the lead. Boyer knocks it over to Vanderwide. Hawks have to just tip it over again. Big swing from Morzal. Goes off the block and scores. 16-11. Hawks in a little bit of trouble here. Jazz has done a nice job serving. Bizzario with the swing. Dug up by Boyer. Right side to Retke. Off a couple Hawk hands and over the inline. 17-11. Wisconsin on top and in charge here. Hawks definitely need to find a way to stop some momentum here. As Retke went down the line off the Bizzario block. Boyer again. Vanderwide. Ortega. Hansen goes off the Libero Boyer puts a good ball up for Orzal, and she goes off the block and scores as well, 18-11. Hawks having a hard time terminating, and Wisconsin's making them pay when they get their second swing at it. 18-11, Wisconsin leads set 2. They lead the match 1-0, and the Hawks will call timeout. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Iowa Volleyball. I'm John Evans. Wisconsin leads set 2, 18-11. Wisconsin's really turned up the defensive pressure on the Hawks. The Hawks just hitting .082 now through a set and a half here. As the Hawks haven't really, I suppose they do have a few more hitting errors. Wisconsin block was pretty good, but really it's been the digs and just making the Hawks make that extra swing after extra swing. And then Wisconsin, when they get an opportunity, they've done a very good job of ramping up their hitting percentage and terminating the ball. So see if the Hawks can make a run here and see if they can get a little closer before Wisconsin can get to 20 and see if we can make this second set a competitive battle. Boyer still at the service line. She floats it forward. Vanderwide, tough pass. Ortega chases it down. Bizzario off the block and scores. Hawks got a much-needed point. Wisconsin claiming that it hit Bizzario coming through. Neither the line judge nor the up ref are buying that. So Bizzario kill, 18-12. And that'll put Amaya Jones at the service line. She floats it over. Orzal diving play. Slide to Redke behind her. Jones digs it. Orzal hammers it home on the overpass. Good one-handed dig by Jones, but couldn't keep control of it onto the Hawk side, and Orzal just hammered it. What a good arm whip there. Barnes serves for Wisconsin. Hawks from the middle. Hannah Clayton gets a big swing. Good to see her get some activity there in the middle. Second all-time in Hawkeye hitting percentage. Clayton improves her numbers there as Ortega gives her a great ball. 19-13, split to serve for the Hawks. She goes wide. Back-to-back service errors for her now. 20-13. Wisconsin in charge here in set 2. Hilly back to the service line. Floats it over. Slagle. Split. Outside of his area. High off the block and scores. 20-14. Hawks need to find a couple here. Hinkle will check back in for Bizzario. And we'll see if Hinkle can get on a little serving run here and help the Hawks inch a little closer. Mari comes forward, floats it over. Long. Another service error for the Hawks. And Wisconsin's on top, 21-14. Orzal back to the service line. Couple bounces, big high toss, fires. Slagle, great pass, split. Outside to Vanderwide, rolls it over. She's dug up, pushed over. Slagle goes and gets it. Split, middle attack from Clayton. She's dug up by Barnes, pushed over, outside. Ball's tight, but what a swing. That had to be Loberg. Yes, it was. And Wisconsin's just 3 points away, 22-14. Good dig by Barnes there, set that whole thing up on a really strong Clayton swing. Orzal, high toss, fires. Catches the back line, Slagle lets it go. 23-14. See, the Hawks can just stop the momentum here. And yeah, the ball went between Hinkle and Slagle. That time Orzal goes in the net. 23-15. Slagle back at the service line, comes forward and fires. Loberg off the net, goes right back to her though. Big high swing off the block. Slagle one-handed play. Jones chases it down, gets back on to the Wisconsin side again, and Devin Robinson hammers the overpass. Wisconsin's got 2 handfuls of set points here, 24-15. Robinson checks out. And that looks like, oh, she fires it over. Slagle. Split. It's tight for Vanderwide. And she misses the block. She was trying to tool it off the edge of the block and misses. Wisconsin takes set 2 now, 25-15. After taking set 1, 25-21. So Wisconsin up 2-0. Take a quick look, no touch. And so, yep, we'll have a little bit of an extended break here as we get the halftime break. 25-21, 25-15. Wisconsin leads 2-0. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. I'm John Evans. After a little bit of a feisty first set for the Hawks, Wisconsin flexed a little top 5 muscle in set 2. Went away and took set 2 25-15. Hawks hitting 106 now in the match. Wisconsin up to 269. 27 kills for Wisconsin, 21 for the Hawks. Digs are still close, 29-28. Hawks out blocking 4-3. 6 service errors for the Hawks, though, to just 5 for the Badgers, and Badgers have 3 service aces. So Badgers winning the serve-receive game. So if the Hawks want to extend this match, they're going to have to step that up and get a little bit better at the service line. So Wisconsin will start off serving here in set 3. They lead 2-0. Barnes, the libero from Wisconsin, will serve to get us going here in set 3. She's got the red jersey on tonight. Fires it at Slagle to Ortega. Outside to Vanderwide. She punches it through the block and scores. Hawks on top again, 1-0. Hawks got off to a fast start in set 2. Couldn't sustain it, though. Wisconsin punched right back and put a number on them. Vanderwide back to the service line. Oh, ace serve from Addie. Great job. Dumps it in front of Orzal there. Hawks lead 2-0. Just had a little drop ball there. Bottom fell out of it. Vanderwide again. Floats it over again. Orzal much better pass this time. Redke bounces it right at Ortega's feet. 2-1, Iowa on top. Iowa's done a pretty good job with Redke, but she gets that one there. Wisconsin back to serve. Floats it forward. Vanderwide to Ortega. Jones. Jones off of Orzal. 3-1 Hawks. Amaya's done a really nice job from the hitting line tonight. Good pass there. Went right through Redke's block. Jones to serve. Orzal, tough pass. We'll get a swing, though. That was Loberg. Good out-of-system ball. Good high swing there for her. She punched it through the Hawkeye block. 3-2, Iowa still leads. Boyer to serve. She caused the separation in the second set. She goes at Hansen. Ortega out to Bizzario. Dug up. Diving play by Barnes. Orzal gets it, but Ortega digs it. Slagle. Bizzario into the net. Covered. Slagle gets her feet up. Hansen puts it on the floor. Great court awareness from Maddie Slagle as she knew she was right around the 10-foot line. Got up on 1 foot to keep the foot on the back row side, so she was allowed to set it to the outside with her hands. Put a good ball out there, and Hansen knocks it home. 4-2 Hawks. Split had a little trouble serving last set. We'll see what she does this time. Floats it over. Good ball. Orzal has to platform it over. Redke goes long on the hitting error. Much better serve there from Jenna. Got the Badgers out of system. Orzal put it to Redke, who had to swing from off the net in her unusual spot. And she went just long. 5-2, Hawks on top. Split again. Goes at Orzal. Redke on the slide. Right down the line and scores as she pounds it into Slagle. 5-3. Iowa leads. Good ball there. She went right down the line. Bizzario didn't quite get the block to the pin. Fires it over. Bad pass from the Hawks. Bizzario gets a swing, but she goes long with it. Back-to-back points for the Badgers, and it's 5-4. Iowa still on top. McDonald at the service line for Wisconsin. She comes forward and fires. Vanderwide. Ortega. Split. Jones is dug up, but it goes back onto the Badger side. Robinson Good middle attack swing, and we're tied at 5. Once the Hawks missed the first swing there, the Badgers took control of the point. And Devin didn't get her full as it was coming over her right shoulder, but she put it home. Bizzario, bad pass, split, chases it. Bizzario, big swing off the block and scores. Nice outside attack from Courtney. 6-5, Hawks regain the lead. Split did a nice job kind of weaving through traffic and then put it home. Hinkle in for court, and Mario serve. Pulls it back and fires. Orzal. Robinson on the slide. Slagle gets in the air, split, pushes it all the way outside. Vanderwide tools it off the block and scores. She went off Hilly and Robinson. 7-5, Hawks back up by 2 now. Hinkle again to serve. Floats it over. Orzal, good pass to Hilly. Oh, tried to dunk it and hit it right in the net. Hitting error for Hilly, 8-5. Hawks with their biggest lead of the night. Hinkle again, goes long. 8-6 now. Whether Iowa pulls an upset over a team of this caliber or not, the effort is much better than what we saw last weekend, and kind of gives you that idea of, you know, if they can compete at this level, they'll find some wins this year. Hilly to serve. Goes over at Hinkle. Vanderwide goes through the block and off Hilly and scores. Vanderwide kill, and it's 9-6. Just chipping away at it. Slagle to serve. Floats it over. Hilly, Robinson. Sharp across out of bounds. Hawks by 4 now, 10-6. Coach Sheffield's seen enough. He'll go ahead and call timeout. Iowa starts fast here in set 3. They lead 10-6. Wisconsin timeout. We'll take it. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. I'm John Evans. Looking to downsize from your family home? The new Oak Knoll East campus is now open and offers many unique amenities for your active lifestyle. Call 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Oak Knoll is a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Kill leader on the night is Julia Orzal from Wisconsin with 11. But then it's a couple of Hawkeyes, Addie Vanderwide with 9 and Courtney Bizzario with 8. And again, what you see is better hitting percentages out of both of them. And so nice to see the numbers going up a little bit there and you know, being more efficient on the hitting side. So it's kind of been a struggle for the Hawks keeping the hitting percentage up at a good number. I think I saw a graphic earlier that Wisconsin's hitting 260 something on the year, and Iowa's in more of the 190 range, so you know, getting more efficient and converting some of those opportunities into points will be key as Iowa looks to continue to improve and build. Slagle to serve. She goes at Orzal on the slide this time, dug up by Hinkle. Split, pushes it way out to Vanderwide. Comes back onto the Wisconsin side. Big swing from Wisconsin, goes long. There's a touch called there on the swing. So 10-7 now Wisconsin. Give Let's see, that was Demps that gets the kill there. 10-7, Iowa on top. Ooh, a big scramble, and the Hawks couldn't really control the serve very well. It was a tough pass from Hinkle, put the ball right in the net, and as it was right up at the top, Loberg goes up and dunks it right back down. Split was able to get one hand on it. Anabanjo couldn't quite get to the net to compete. Wisconsin fires it long on the serve, though. Gives it right back to the Hawks. Hawks retake the 3-point lead, 11-8. Couple of substitutions coming. Ortega into serve and set for the Hawks. 11-8. Hawks lead set 3. Trail the match 2-0. Just showed a graphic of serving errors, and Ortega goes into the net. That'll make it 11-9 now. Hawks haven't done themselves any favors tonight from the service line. Wisconsin to serve. Hands from Vanderwide. She'll get it back off the block. Rattles off the block and scores, though, as it hits the antenna. Vanderwide kill, give her 10 now, 12-9. Send Addie back to the service line as well. Addie comes forward, floats it over. Loberg, middle attack Redke. Blocked. Hawks get it. Actually never got over the net, so 13-9 on the Redke hitting error. Good battle here for the Hawks so far. Vanderwide again. Right side from Robinson, dug up by Ortega. Bizarrio, though, can't keep it on the Hawks side as goes just to the side of the up ref. Give the kill to Robinson. Actually, that was Dem. Sorry about that. Big swing there. 13-10, Hawks on top. Wisconsin serves it in the net. Give the Hawks a break. 14-10 now. Amaya Jones back to the service line. Service error there from Ashburn. Jones, the ace leader for the Hawks. Good pass, though, this time. Hilly to Redke. Dug by Ortega, but that'll go into the scorer's table. Redke on the slide, 14-11. Kind of like to see the Hawks find a way to just string together a couple points because you're sure Wisconsin's capable of it. Wisconsin to serve. Goes right over Hansen. Ortega, middle attack from Clayton. Goes through the Redke block and scores. Been a tough night offensively for Hannah, but give her that kill. Hawks win the race to 15. 15-11 now. Hawks on top. Substitution. One more substitution coming for the Hawks. Hansen goes out. That'll bring Split in. Anabanjo comes in. And she'll come in for Ortega. So Split will set again from the back row. Big high toss. Fires it over. That sure looked like an ace serve, but Wisconsin free balls it over. Split. Middle attack Clayton. She's blocked down onto the Hawks side. Redke gets the block that time. Boy, not sure. I'd like to see a review of that one. Nope, she did get that up. Boy, what a play by Wisconsin. Great play by Barnes as she was beat on the serve, but got enough on it to get it up in the air. 15-12, Wisconsin. Trails. Iowa leads. Split. Goes to Clayton. Clayton gets the kill that time. Good hustle by Hannah there. Good rebound. Get a swing. She's fired up. 16-12 as Hannah got it on the slide that time. Got her away from Robinson. Hit it in between the block as Devin was slow getting to that right side pin. Hawks by 4 here in set 3. Hinkle to serve. She goes over. Good pass. Right key to Robinson. Gets the block, but it comes down on the Hawks side. Robinson kill makes it 16-13. Sends Hilly back to the service line for Wisconsin. She tosses it up and fires it over. Hinkle, slide to Clayton again. She's blocked. Orzal and Robinson get the block. Wisconsin back to within 2 now, 16-14. Boy, that was all Orzal. Hilly to serve again. Floats it over. Hinkle, good pass. Split outside to Vanderwide, off the block. Wisconsin gets it, ball's up tight. Middle attack from Robinson, punched over. See if the Hawks can chase it down. They can't. The ball goes in the bench off split. Wisconsin's crawled back to within 1, 16-15. Wisconsin just has a different defensive pressure gear. Hilly serves. Diving play by Hinkle. It was tight. Hawks are going to get it, but Slagle panics a little bit and punches it out of bounds on the Wisconsin side, and all of a sudden it's tied up at 16. I think I might have called timeout at, if not last point, this point. 4-0 run for Wisconsin. Hinkle diving play to split. Anabanjo goes off the block. Wisconsin's in play. Hilly pushes it outside to Orzal. She goes through the block. No, Hawks get it. Anabanjo and Clayton stop the run. Pushed it back onto the Wisconsin side. Found a home on the floor back there as Boyer couldn't get the ball up in the air. 17-16 now. Hawks retake the lead. Slagle to serve. She floats it down the line. Orzal, Hilly. Big swing from Demps. Long. 18-16. Hawks with back-to-back points. Huge answer. See if the Hawks can keep responding. Slagle floats it over. Orzal. Backside, right side to her. She tips. Beautiful play. Hinkle caught on her heels a little bit. Couldn't get up to it. 18-17 now. Hawks still lead by 1. Orzal to the service line. This will be the jump serve. Nope, she'll float this one. Hinkle, middle attack from Jones. Dug up, Hilly. Barnes behind her to Loberg. She's dug up. Onto the Wisconsin side. Little collision. Robinson tips it over. Diving play from split. Hawks are in play here. It's not pretty. Tips it over Barnes. Middle attack, or right side attack. And that's Demps, and she pounds it home, and we're tied at 18. Hawks showed the grit, had a little bit of fire everywhere, but Wisconsin comes away with a point to tie it at 18, and the Hawks will call timeout. We'll go ahead and take the timeout as well. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. All tied up here in set 3 at 18. Wisconsin does lead the match 2-0 after taking the first 25-20, the second 25-15. I've been a little remiss tonight. Big thank you to Quickstar. They're now a presenting sponsor of Iowa Volleyball. Appreciate having them on board and supporting the Hawkeye women's sports. Wisconsin will come back out to serve here, leading, actually tied in the third set, 18 all. Was all to serve. Floats it over at Vanderwide. Split to Jones. Gets it. Hilly couldn't handle it. Give Jones the kill. Hawks sneak back ahead, 19-18. Vanderwide with a good pass. Split gave Jones a good ball, and Jones hammered it through. Ortega to serve for the Hawks. Floats it over. Orzal, middle, or actually right side from Demps. She goes sharp far corner and scores. Tied at 19 on the Demps kill. She's been a nice spark since she checked in. Hawks were hoping that was going to go long, but it didn't. Barnes to serve for the Badgers. Goes over at Hinkle. Hits tight. Hawks, yep, that's the back row setter again. Ortega probably just has to leave that alone. I know she's trying to pull it back onto the Hawks side, but with somebody as tall and aggressive as Redke, yeah, Hawks are dead meat on that one. 2019 now, Wisconsin finally takes the lead, but the service error gives it right back. We're tied at 20. Hawks will race to 5 here. Hinkle goes out. Bizzario comes in. See what Courtney can do if she can lead the Hawks here to a win in set 3. Vanderwide to serve. Oh, that's another ace serve for the freshman. Loberg couldn't handle it. Ace serve for Addie. The Hawks back on top, 21-20. She goes at her again. Much better pass from Hilly this time. Goes right back out to Loberg, and she must have been a little mad as she pounded it home. Ties at 21. Good play there. We'll see what the Hawks have if they've got an answer here. 8 kills now for Loberg. Wisconsin spins it and comes forward. Tough pass. Ortega middle attack to Jones. Oh, she finds a hole. Ball was behind her. Great set from Bailey Ortega. Pushed it back behind her. Jones stayed on her toes, was ready, and finds the floor. 22-21. Great cut shot from Amaya. Amaya wins the serve. Give her 7 kills on the night. Bad pass. Loberg swings off the net. It's blocked. Jones with the dig. Ortega outside to Courtney. She has to tip. She finds a home. Hawks lead 23-21. Great spot from Courtney there. See if the Hawks can close out the set. Good ball from Bailey. Loberg tried to dive from across from her left front position. Couldn't get there. Timeout, Wisconsin. Hawks lead set 3, 23-21, looking to extend the match. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Iowa leads set 3, 23-21. Iowa Volleyball is brought to you by the University of Iowa Sports Medicine, offering sports injury prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation to athletes of all ages and skill levels. University of Iowa Sports Medicine, team physician of your Iowa Hawks. Big couple points here for Iowa just to see, just from a confidence standpoint, they've been playing. They played well early in the season, had a little lull here as we got into the Big Ten after they dropped the 5-setter to Illinois. Played very competitive, very tight in that match. Got into the 5th set, kind of let it get away from them in set 5, and then have struggled to find that same grit and the momentum that they had in the early season. Even when they weren't finding wins, they were competitive. They were flying to balls, and so we'll see. This could try to find that little bit of spark to get them going again. 23-21, Iowa leads the 3rd. Wisconsin took set 1, 25-21, took set 2, 25-15. Amaya Jones at the service line. She'll see if she can push the Hawks one step closer. Jones floats it over. Orzal steps in front, goes outside to Loberg. Big swing, diving play by Vanderwide. Ortega chases it down, platforms it to Bizarrio, but no. Call was net call on the Hawks. And so Wisconsin back to within one, 23-22. Looks like Loberg back to the service line. That'll put Orzal back to the front row. Hawks will have to find a way to slow her down. She's been really good tonight. Loberg floats it forward. Vanderwide to Ortega. Outside to Bizarrio. Off the block, covered by Ortega. Slagle chases it down, platforms it back to Bizarrio. Bizarrio left-handed tips it over. Orzal takes it. Slide to Redke. She scores. We're tied at 23. And that will probably lead to a Coach Brown timeout. We'll see. 23-all, Wisconsin with a couple in a row here. Good transition. As the Hawk block was slow to close, Redke went straight through it. Timeout, Hawks. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Little punch, counter punch, counter punch, counter punch here in the third set. Got us all the way to tied at 23 here as the Hawks will look to extend the match. See if we can get a play of fourth here in Badgerland. Wisconsin at the service line. 2-0 scoring run. Loberg to serve for the Badgers. She bounces it and comes forward. Floats it over. Vanderwide's off the net. Ortega chases it down. Bizarrio, big swing, diving play by Barnes. Loberg takes it. Orzal off the net, rolls it over. Slagle, it's tight. Ortega chases it down. Bizarrio tips. She's dug by. Didn't see who she's dug by, but it's back up. Wisconsin in system. Orzal tips it over. Hansen gets her hands on it. Ortega. Bizarrio tips. Orzal gets it. Hilly. Redke on the slide. Off the block and scores. 24-23, Wisconsin with match point now. Big slide there. We'll see if the Hawks can fight this off. Wisconsin serve. Vanderwide, bad pass. Ortega. Bizarrio way off the net. Rolls it over. Barnes gets the dig. Hilly, slide from Redke. Long. We'll play one more. 24 all now. See if the Hawks can, instead of being add out, see if they can get an add in adventure here. Split goes in for Hansen to serve. 24 all now. Split, big toss, fires. Goes it. Orzal, Redke on the slide, off the block, Split takes it, Slagle, behind her to Vanderwide. Vanderwide finds the corner from the back row. Beautiful play, and the Hawks are on top, 25-24. Hawks with a first chance to close it and extend the set. We'll see what happens. Vanderwide with a good sharp cross away from Redke. Split, big high toss, behind her a little bit. She goes long, just long. Big play by Barnes, letting that thing go. We're tied at 25. Running out of subs. We'll keep Redke on the service line this time. 25 all, Redke to serve. Floats it over at Vanderwide. Split behind her, tipped over. Orzal gets it, pushes it right back out to her. Big swing, pushes it right through Slagle, and Wisconsin will have another match point. 26-25, Wisconsin on top. Orzal started that with a one-handed dig, finished it with a power swing. Redke to serve again. Ooh, net served. Tied at 26. Redke goes out, Barnes comes in. Hawks short on substitutions as well. That'll leave Bizzario in to serve. Not a spot that she's pretty accustomed to serving. She has almost all year until the last match when they switched the rotation a little bit. Bizzario to swing. Fires. Long. Bad time for another Hawk service error. 27-26. Wisconsin with another match point. Hilly to serve for the Badgers. She'll look to close it out. Hilly floats it over. Slagle. Good pass. Split. Jones. Dug up by Hilly. Chased down. Orzal free balls it over. Slagle. Split. Back row to Bizzario. Boy, don't like that decision. Hilly to Robinson. Like that decision. Wisconsin wins it on the Robinson kill. 28-26. They win the match. 3-0. Much better fight from the Hawks, as you saw a real battle there and saw a grit that we kind of missed a little bit last weekend. So good to see that back. Hawks will be back in action Saturday night. We've got Iowa Penn State football at 3. Hawkeye volleyball will follow as of now in Extreme Arena at 7 o'clock against Purdue, another top 10 team. No coaches show here tonight on the road. I appreciate you listening to Hawkeye volleyball. Hawks fall in straight sets to Wisconsin, 25-21, 25-15, and 28-26. I'm John Evans. Thanks for listening to Hawkeye volleyball. Have a good night.